First, the headlines. 4 cadres of United Kuki National Army UKNA killed in gunfight with security forces. Union MOS Home Bandi Sanjay Kumar inspect developmental projects in None district. Centre clears 2 new flights on Imphal to Guwahati, Imphal to Kolkata routes, plans airfare cap at 7,000 rupees. Second, Manipur Territorial Assembly members Aribam Bimola passes away at 88. Hello, good evening everyone and welcome to ISTV English News at this hour. You're with me, Chingshubam Karukaps Janu. Now let's see the news in details. At least 4 cadres of the United Kuki National Army UKNA have been reportedly killed in a firing incident between the armed group and a combined team of 21 para-commando and Assam Rifles near Kanpi village in Hanglep subdivision in Churachandpur today at 6 a.m. As per a press note issued by PRO Ministry of Defence during an intelligence-based operation, terrorists resorted to unprovoked firing on the army column at Kanpi village. The operation continues and search of the adjoining areas is in the progress. It has been reported that the operation follows recent atrocities by UKNA cadres, including killing of a village chief, intimidation of locals and attempts to disrupt peace and stability in the region. The dead bodies have been reportedly deposited at the morgue of Churachandpur District Hospital. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Bandi Sanjay Kumar visited Longmai None District headquarters today for the first time. He arrived at the Longmai Common Ground at around 10:15 a.m. by a Pawan Hans helicopter and was received by Deputy Commissioner of the None, Dr. Churachandpur and Superintendent of Police None Namsaidai Peter Pamay. Upon arrival, the minister proceeded to the None DC office complex where he inspected exhibition stalls and interacted with officers and local entrepreneurs. He later held an interaction session with the district level officers and representatives of the various line departments in the conference hall of the DC's office. A separate meeting was also held with leaders of civil society organizations and public representatives who urged the Union Minister to include None district in the list of aspirational districts to accelerate infrastructure and development projects. Several memoranda highlighting key developmental needs were also submitted to the visiting minister. During his visit, Union Minister Bandi Sanjay Kumar planted a saplings in the DC office complex as part of a greening initiative. Before departing for Imphal, he inspected the construction site of the world's highest railway pier bridge being built over the Iril River between Kumji Part 2 and the Karuang Muan Nungtek village near Longmai Bazaar. The minister departed for Imphal at around 2:30 p.m. by helicopter. The centre has approved 2 new flight services, one each on the Imphal to Guwahati and Imphal to Kolkata routes to address limited connectivity and skyrocketing fares for Manipur. Officials also said they are working to cap airfares at around rupees 7,000 to ease the financial burden.
Ngarang akhoi pung taruk ke daida akhoi meeting si tawni adu maga uno hana su personally ma je khangnei akhoi Assam gi chief minister gi akhoi gi secretary to CM su olamba aduna hana so dum tinawani adu ma je ngarang ji koi na wai sana kanda akhoi gi hana leiramba flight to adu gi mathakta hojik leiba flight che पाइरिबा आइदि दिल्ली की हेंकलैबा मसिंग हेंकलैजे स्माइन हेंकपीबदि कैसु काइदे अदरवाइज हाना लेरमी फिल्म दुदगी कक्थरकपसिदा अखोई गुवाहाटी अमसुंग कोलकाता की याम मरु ओइबा फोननी अदुना मसिदी कनो तौबिगनुना कन्ना वारी सादे मा इमीडिएटली आइना सीएम इरा पुजे अदो इमीडिएटली मानासु फोन तौवे तौरगा मागी कलिक सिंदु मथंग मथंग फोन दा वारी साय अदुगा डायरेक्टर अखोई DGCA की डायरेक्टर कनो वारी सारगा तमाइना तौरगा नसीसी अयुक अइना हला मतुंग दा हाइता नसीसी अयुक पुंग तरुक पुंग तरुक नते पुंग निपान तागदबा मिनिट अनि अहुम वाले दा तरेत निपान दामदा इस फोन अम लापद मागी ओरमी अदा माना अइंगोंदा नसीसी की डेवलपमेंट से गुवाहाटी की ना 7,000 से उदान स्कीम नते को मुझे से मैम से उदान स्कीम है बगा सिगी नॉर्मल जिगा थरा खेना बलेबा अद मोइजना जिगिसना नॉर्मल ने मैक्सिमम से मोइन टिकट की फेयर से मैक्सिमम से 7,000 दगी है ना लोग यादवा ना अदुमा अदुगा अमुक फ्लाइट अनीमा इम्फाल गुवाहाटी इम्फाल कोलकाता की फ्लाइट अनीमगा हेंगलानी अदुगी पाव से नसी अयुक ता अइंगोंदा हाइबिरकपनी अदुना अदुमाइना दुम लई मसी अखोइगी प्रेशर तौबसे अखोइ ऑनरेबल गवर्नर सु अइना ngarang चचब मतम ऑनरेबल गवर्नर सु चे इरक्तना लेरंबगी माइगी टेबल द ले माना पुथोक्तना उहलई अदे ऑनरेबल अखोइगी फॉर्मर सीएम न सु हाइ तारेक सीएम न सु माना ट्वीट दा इरा तौपगे द ट्वीट कॉपी द सु माइ टेबल द लेरंबे अदुमाइना याम फजना मयाम प्रेशर अदुम एंगल खुदिमक्तगी तौबिरकपसिना सु माले इन चचरुब टाइमिंग चाना हाइ तारे अदुमाइना सु ngarang नसीसी नसीबकी कनो से सोइदना कनो तौने दो अखोइना पामिसिदी हाना की फ्लाइट शेड्यूल दो अदु फ्लाइट लेरिबा मसिंगदुगी मथक हुजुजी दिल्ली की मसिंग हेंकलैदना डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट मैम से मसी स्माइना उहेनबीदी हेना फनीना अइना अदमाइनी सजेशन तौजरमनी अखोई सेक्रेटरी ओइबिबा समीरसिना से असम कदरनेबा अदोवा दुम नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न की खर खनबा अखोइने अप्रोच तौबसे अप्रोच तौदबगी नि मरम ना दिल्ली की दी तसेना खंदा अप्रोच तौरदे लोइ पीबो पोनीदा अदैदा अप्रोच तौदबगी प्रॉब्लम ने अखोइ हाउजिक से एमएलए खतंग ओइरगा लैबनिना अंडर सस्पेंशन की हाइ तारे अदमाइना लैबनिना सुम मयाम से चनरगे दी कनो तौदबा दो आइगिदी तंगाई फदना चते यादे मसी मयाम की थबक ओइना ना खलगांदा आइदि जुम अदमाइना सुम हानासु एविएशन की लाइन जे खरा दुम थवाई याव मरम वगाना दुम चटलगा अप्रोच तौबुदि अप्रोच तौबुद बासु हेक ओइरम हाइ तारे सेक्रेटरी दो अदो तंजा चानरो हाइ तारे सोइना अखोइ से फगलकनिदा.
The state government has raised serious concern over the steep hike in airfares and limited flight operation to Imphal. The issue was taken up in high-level meeting chaired by Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bhajpai with senior officials from the Airport Authority of India and major airlines. The meeting, attended by representatives from Air India Express, Indigo and Alliance Air, discussed the abnormal rise in the air fares on the Imphal sector, reportedly much higher than comparable routes in other northeastern states. Officials highlighted that with road connectivity often disrupted and no rail link to the state, air travel remains Manipur's only reliable transport option. However, airfares have surged sharply. State officials expressed concern that airlines may be offsetting losses from the less profitable routes by imposing inflated fares on high-demand sector like Imphal. The governor of Manipur has already returned to the Union Minister of Civil Aviation, urging immediate steps to rationalize fares and expand flight operation. The Additional Chief Secretary stressed the need for greater transparency in the fare structure and a coordinated approach among airlines and regulator. He urged airlines to maintain fare on par with the other northeastern routes and to continue summer-level flight frequencies during the winter season. He also called for the restoration of regional routes including Imphal to Silchar, Imphal to Aizawl and Imphal to Dibrugarh and encouraged airlines to explore high-demand international connection like Imphal to Bangkok for both passenger and cargo services. Aribam Bimola, nominated member of the Manipur State Territorial Assembly in 1967, who worked for the welfare of women and children, passed away at her home at Lariyangbam Kuno Laikai today at 88. Born on 10th of February 1937, Bimola graduated from Guwahati University in 1959. She served as the founder secretary of Manipur Mahila Kalyan Samiti, as chairman for Manipur State Social Welfare Board, Manipur State Council of Women Education, Women and Children Development. She was an executive member of Manipur State Kala Academy and the founder chairman of Manipur Women's Cooperative Bank. Many associations have expressed condolences upon her demise. Leaders from 4 different parties of the Northeast, including Meghalaya Chief Minister and National People's Party President Konark Sangma, on Tuesday announced that they will form a single political entity to raise the issue of the region. Leaders of the Northeast political parties held a press conference at Deputy Speaker Hall Constitution Club, New Delhi, to announce the decision. They further said a committee will be constituted to formulate the organization structure of the party. The press conference was attended by founder PIPRS Monta Party, Pradyat Vikram Manikya, who is the Maharaja of the Tripura, Chief Minister of Meghalaya Konark Sangma, National President of National People Party NPP, former National Spokesperson and Minister, Government of Nagaland Hunmulo Kikond, and Daniel Longtha, founder People's Party. At Hataminutong, under the jurisdiction of Imphal Municipal Corporation, the cremation site designation for unidentified and lesser non-individual has been facing serious accessibility issues. The site currently has no direct entry point, and permission from the Imphal Bazaar Community Board is required each time before conducting cremation activities. This procedure delay has reportedly caused immense inconvenience to those involved in the cremation process. Here is a report. Manipur University Students' Union MUSU has issued clarification on the various allegations leveled by different student organizations and individuals against Manipur University. In a press meet held at the MUSU office today, President of MUSU, Nongpok Nganba Yambem, intimated that while the clarification should be issued by the MU authority, MUSU has acted upon public queries and conducted an investigation upon the allegation. On the controversy of the amendment of Statute 19 Clause 2, he said the amendment could be made if needed, and also questioned why it was published on the Gazette on March of 2025 after 12 years. He also clarified on the issue raised on double voting rights of the Vice Chancellor during recruitment of statutory posts in the MU. He also appealed to those concerned to come forward to MUSU to discuss any issue before publishing it on the media, stating that the allegation affect the rank and grade of the university.
CR 27 September 2022 asigi matung ina non-teaching post commission approved torba model adugi makha pona university EC ma phamduna koi recruitment asi lawba yare ne aba piduna 6 October 2022 da MU gi EC ne warab lockdown recruitment process tawgi bane aduga hojik thabak lawriba 78 post sigi di CR da lai gi asoiba amata koina thin madam da u deba aduga nauna consent thagri bising sidi 25 post ki lawgada gi semtok jin laiba problem laiba posting gi thagi bo rame aduga lawriba 78 post sigi di akoi CR da lai bising siga Soibasi Makoina Tizanza Matamda, Huzibagu in the Uzadri, Makatana, UGC Chatana, MHRD Chatana, Tizanzanabagi, Musuna, Dugidamata, Shem di Chazari.
Residents of Kumbi have launched an indefinite road blockade at Kumbi Lamlong from today in protest against the government's failure to repair the dilapidated Wangu to Kumbi road. The agitation followed repeated appeals and public ultimatums issued through the media, which have so far gone unheeded. Local expressed strong resettlement over the continued neglect, stating that the Wangu to Kumbi stretched and several other roads under Kumbi Assembly constituency remained in deplorable condition, causing severe inconvenience to commuters. The poor road condition have also reportedly led to frequent accidents and even fatalities. Passenger transport services between Kumbi and Wangu have come to a complete halt following the indefinite road blockade that began at Kumbi Lamlong. Except for emergency cases such as patients' religious activities, harvesting and school-related travels, even private vehicles have been banned from using the road. A local resident, Wahengbam Anita, said the Kumbi to Wangu road has remained unrepaired for over a decade, despite repeated appeals to the authority. She expressed disappointment that although officials had earlier assured repairs, only temporary measures were taken, which further worsened the road condition. Anita added that the prolonged neglect has eroded public trust in the authorities, and locals have collectively decided to continue the blockade indefinitely until concrete action is taken to repair the road.
Kumbi Kendra gi Praja gi mahut silaga akhoi Kumbi Kendra gi leidiba akhoi gi MLA gi site gi moina leiba kai kai sasindana khochindana adagi di nung khara thajindana khochindana torma mayam yaugre adubo ngasi phawbada maduna awaba hena Praja da awaba ohelle adugi matungina akhoi se Praja miyam je haujikti akhoi gi MLA gi site gi orasu amagi site gi orasu lambi se semdi phawba akhoi matang kaktana akanba khongjang changsilagani haina akhoi punna amatoin media gi thongda haijari.
A preventive substance abuse awareness program for students was held today at Advanced Intermediate College, Moirang. The program was jointly organized by the Association on Development for Integrated Communities Manipur ADICOM and Advanced Intermediate College, Manipur. MLA of Moirang Assembly Constituency Thongam Santi attended. Bishnupur DC Puja Ilangbum and the principal in charge of Advanced Intermediate College M. Dhabali graced as the main dignitaries. Speaking at the event, MLA Thongam Santi said that ADICOM's initiative to conduct such awareness program in schools and colleges is highly commendable. He stressed that students aged 12 to 13 to 17 to 18 who are in their most vulnerable and formative years are increasingly exposed to the dangers of drugs and intoxicants. If they are not guided at this crucial stage, the generation gap will widen and Manipuri society will face serious consequences, he cautioned. He added that the emerging youth must take the most of the awareness program. He added that involving parents and guardians along with students in this awareness drive will yield stronger results. Six-day Entrepreneurship Development Program for shortlisted beneficiaries under Chief Minister's Entrepreneurship Support Scheme of Manipur Startup 2.0 kicked off at the conference hall of MTI Mantri Pukri. Altogether, 75 beneficiaries are taking part in the program conducted by Manipur Technology Innovation Hub under the aegis of Planning Department. Director of Planning Department Dr. R.K. Radheshana, Joint Director R.K. Tombisana and Research Officer H. Homendro graced the opening of the program as dignitaries. Addressing the gathering, Director of Planning Department Dr. R.K. Radheshana motivated the beneficiaries to fully utilize the development program, highlighting its long-term benefits and future training opportunity. She also said the entrepreneurs need to understand the strategies for marketing their products.
The business and the Isagi self-reliance and Oyo, we got it. Is hard to hand Tazabio. I told the boss, self-trust. Is hard to Tazab like Grega, him do the Tazo area. Adum Bagi Dream Do, a Sumbo Ocean aduga pukchen sengna honabiu pukchen sengbam yaudadi yatam.
Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur, Puja Ilangbam, today chaired the district-level review committee DLRC meeting for the June quarter of 2025 at the conference hall of the Mini Secretariat Complex, Bishnupur. During the meeting, a detailed review of the performance under the Annual Credit Plan ACP 2025 and 26 was carried out. The committee also held a thorough discussion on various government-sponsored schemes such as Pm-Istv, street vendor scheme and other ongoing financial inclusion campaigns. Key issues relating to financial inclusion like DEAF, Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, account and KYC updates and coverage of unbanked areas were also deliberated upon to ensure improved access to banking services for all sections of society. The meeting was attended by AD and Bishnupur Toijam Oprendro, SDOs, BDOs, Lead District Manager, RBI, DMM, NABARD, General Manager, DIC, District Mission Manager, MSRLM, concerned bank officials and local body representative. The DLRC meeting held on a quarterly basis under the guidelines of the Reserve Bank of India as part of the Lead Bank scheme serve as a platform to review the implementation of various banking programs and credit-linked government scheme. It also aimed to enhance coordination between banks and government departments, address issues affecting progress and ensure effective delivery of the financial services and developmental programs across the district. Associate Professor at the DM University, Dr. Aribam Noni, stated that ethnic territorialities result in exclusions, polarization of the communities, generating animosities and violence. He made this statement during a talk on state, reason and politics held at the Satyavati College, University of Delhi. The lecture, organized by the Department of Political Science, was chaired by Dr. Nilu Dinga, head of the department. In his address, Dr. Noni highlighted the enduring impact of the colonial era divisive legislative structure, which he argued have been perpetuated by the post-colonial state. He pointed out that various special legislation and ethnic federal frameworks have failed to adequately address the challenges of democratic development. Warning against the growing ethnic division of the India's northeast, he expressed concern over the potential implication of the ethnic-based interpretation of Article 3 of the Constitution. Dr. Noni also drew attention to the pioneering democratic constitution of Manipur, drafted in 1947, underscoring its historical significance. Concluding his talk, he voiced deep angst over the state's inability to effectively resolve the ongoing crisis in Manipur. Homeland Security, a unit under Homeland Group, launched a guidebook containing important phone numbers and emergency contact title Z-Fold Guidebook. Homeland ZZ Guide. Z-Guide was released today at Castle Hostels located at Angom Colony in Palace Compound. Speaking at the event, Director of Homeland Security R.K. Bablo stated that Homeland Security has been playing a crucial role in extending security assistance to the public. The newly released Homeland Z Guide will include emergency numbers related to travels and local assistance, such as contact for hospital, hotel, cab service, emergency helplines, and other necessary services. Apart from phone numbers, QR codes are also provided for users to scan and access a Google Maps location. This guide is not only a travel handbook, but also focuses on hospitality, safety, and essential services for the people. It will be made available in schools, colleges, university, major transport hubs, hotel and tourism center, ensuring easy access for the public, he added.
Homeland Guide Z-Fold every mafam khudimакта school, college, adudagi transportation gi mafam da airport Sida Kuna Tamnabagi plan, Taujari, Aduga, Mafam Kudimaka, distributor, Manipur Riba, Praja Singina, Masi Kana was a Pangnagit Bangta, Akuna distribution Taugenazu,
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯟꯖꯔꯤ ꯍꯣꯇꯦꯜꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯊꯝꯒꯦ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯔꯒꯗꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯛ ꯑꯃꯈꯛꯅꯦꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯒꯦ.
MLA of Stogolban Assembly Constituency R.K. Imo inaugurated the newly constructed double-story Z+1 Maibi Loisang at Kwaketel Thiam Lekai, built at cost of around rupees 35 lakh. Speaking at the event, he said the project was taken up based on local residents' proposal and noted that the adjacent Ibudho Sanglen was built earlier in memory of his late father R.K. Jayachandra. Acknowledging the temporary slowdown in development due to the state's unrest, the MLA said key works have continued in the constituency, including the construction of a retaining wall for the pond behind the Loisang with a budget of rupees 14 lakh. He added that similar community-based development projects are underway in the other localities as well.
Every locality da koi to the pipe samdi anova mapam khudin hai ba in le jeri base si usi le bi ko jaga si su maning mamang je loina ma ising pipe anova samki loina na uji ki lai ba jingkai singi ising se samgi madung da di ising gi awa se uji sabol banda thimna de adna ai wakhanda thabak si lepna chahi mari manga se to bodobne.
Border Security Force BSF has launched a major healthcare initiative by conducting 30 free medical and health awareness camps across the state. The 4-month program is part of BSF's ongoing civic action outreach to support communities in remote areas. The first of this camp was held on November 4 at Tikulen in Senapati district. More than 500 residents from nearby villages including South Changaibung, Ningtao Farm, Yangkang and Hambung turned up to receive free medical consultations and treatment. A team of doctors from the BSF and the district hospital, Senapati, provided clinical investigation, child health checkups and general health awareness session. Essential and life-saving medicines were also distributed free of cost. Alongside the medical services, canteen and banking facilities were made available and locals had the opportunities to interact with the district officers. The BSF says 29 more camps will be held across Manipur in the coming months as part of its civic action program. And with that, before we conclude, the headlines once again. 4 cadres of United Kuki National Army UKNA killed in gunfight with security forces. Union MOS Home Bandi Sanjay Kumar inspects developmental project in Noni district. Centre clears 2 new flights on Imphal to Guwahati, Imphal to Kolkata routes, plans airfare cab at 7,000 rupees. And the second Manipur Territorial Assembly members Aribam Bimola passes away at 88. Well, that was all in today's English News Bulletin. Thank you for joining with us. Have a good night.